G'day punters, welcome back to Bet It Out for another fantastic weekend of thoroughbred action. I am Louis Herman Watt, and my man there in the Sunshine State is Ryan Cook as always. And Ryan, it's heating up in your part of the world. Let's kick off today with the Hollindale.
Yes, g'day again Louis. It's certainly getting exciting up here in Queensland. The more I dove into this race, the tougher I found it was to get away from Buckaroo. I was with him last start in the Queen Elizabeth. Didn't have the best of luck that day, and that was also the case first up in the George Ryder, where he's a little bit too far back, held up at a crucial time. But look, 1,500 metres out to 2,000 metres last start. That's a big jump. Comes back to 1,800 metres here, and we saw him win the Underwood during the spring last year on a similar setup. So I just think this is a perfect race for him.
Yeah, bang on. That's the key for me. Third up last spring in the Underwood, he won his Group 1. It was just fantastic at the same distance as well, actually. He was unlucky not to win a feature from there on in the spring, and he keeps running into Via Sistina because he's a genuine top liner, and he should. But his prep this autumn has been a step behind. So Chris Waller's brought him up here to Queensland now, and third up, I think he's going to be very hard to stop, although it's a good field, and Chris Waller has got a very strong hand to play this carnival, I feel. And Tino even, is the wild card for me here, 1,400 to 1,800, but a very astute trainer, so I think that's one to watch in a very good way. But I was with Buckaroo as well. Let's head down to South Australia for the Goodwood.
Yeah, look, I'll concede the Giga Kick's going to be really tough to beat here, but I'm going to bet against him and go with Amina, who I thought was very impressive first up in the Sangster a couple of weeks ago. Was held up really badly around the 200 metre mark, shifted back to the inside, but boy did she hit the line really, really hard. She's got a good second up record, and I just think she could be in for a big prep, so keen to have a bit of an each way wager on her.
You are a braver man than me, Ryan, because I cannot believe the price is around $2 here for Giga Kick. To be honest, I can't remember a horse better weighted in my time punting. I understand he hasn't won for 2 years, and that's the set weights and penalties rule, but he's throwing in here. This is an Everest winner, the same horse that then came back and ran second in the Everest last year. I was against him in the spring, but he put me back on his team because clearly he's flying again. He's had 3 jump outs. They've all been excellent. He's going to go 1,200 to 1,300, so he'll be fit enough to get in the mixer here. I assume he's just going to round them up and go straight past them. But I like that you've had an opinion here around Amina. Let's head to New Zealand for the Rotorua Cup.
Yeah, very tricky race here. I'm going to go each way on Al Jumala, who won pretty well a few runs back over the mile. Wasn't bad again out to 2,000 metres at Te Rapa last start, but she did have that tricky gate to contend with. Drawn a little bit better this time, has a good wet track resume, so keen to take the value for her.
I'll be with Outback Oak, who actually came off Al Jamala's back that day in the Travis Stakes. I think she's been knocking on the door for a long time, and despite the wide draw, she is the right horse in the right race. Here, what's your best bet for the whole weekend?
Yeah, we'll go back to Morphettville. I'm pretty keen on She's a Hustler in race 4.
I'll be at Morphettville too. Don't look a Giga Hit Kick in the mouth, because he's just that good, punters. Have a fantastic weekend.
You win some, you lose more. For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website